Sometimes, within the history of filmmaking, Hollywood produces movies that are so bad that virtually everybody just forgets about its existence. To the point that nobody wants to even address just how bad it actually is. They would rather just forget about it and move on. It's totally an afterthought. Sometimes a movie is so mired with controversy and the movie is terrible that nobody can help but pay attention to it, but at the same time, everybody would rather talk about it on the internet and make fun of it than actually go see the movie. And sometimes a movie is so unbelievably terrible that everybody, literally everybody, turns out to watch the movie. In this case, a Minecraft movie. Imagine this for a second, right? Whoever made this Minecraft film, I don't know who the filmmakers are of this piece of shit. Imagine making a movie so bad that it's good. Kind of like The Room. Because a Minecraft movie, to my complete and utter surprise, has grossed over $300 million in its opening worldwide weekend gross, with that being $162 million domestically, just with an opening weekend. Snow White, on the other hand, barely crossed over the domestic gross for their worldwide entire box office gross. That is absolutely embarrassing figures. I have to ask, seriously, because I play Minecraft. Yeah, I'm a pretty avid gamer of Minecraft. I don't really post any videos of Minecraft on this channel, but I'm actually not a bad builder. I actually build some pretty cool things when I'm like working with friends who I know are really deep into Minecraft, more so than myself. How in the world did this Minecraft movie do so well? Like, was everybody just so curious to see what it actually was? Because I know that in some cases, they were kids who want to troll their friends and take them to see a bad movie just because.
Chicken
Man, Hollywood is getting absolutely murdered right now. Have you guys seen the picture, the leaked image from CinemaCon of the 2026 film slate? You have nothing but sequels and remakes and other sequels and more sequels and spin-offs and more remakes. What in the world even happened to filmmaking? The entire art of filmmaking as we know it has virtually disappeared ever since the pandemic. I don't think they have made consistently great films since that time period. We have seen society take a fall for the worst, right? I mean, how did we get to this position that we're actually celebrating a really shitty movie like Minecraft beating out Disney, right? Minecraft, which stars a cast of washed-up actors who basically this is their humiliation ritual in order to stay relevant in Hollywood, of people that literally threatened MAGA supporters with violence in public, making very public statements.
Happy birthday to you. Make a wish, Canada. Don't miss Trump next time.
How in the world did a movie this garbage, this freaking awful, this freaking terrible manage to do as well as it did, right? Guys, come on. If you're a parent, why would you want to take your kid to see this? Don't you care about your kids? Don't you love your kids? Don't you want them to be raised to, I don't know, not be so freakishly stupid and just like brain rotted by the degeneracy and decay of 21st century Western civilization? Like, what are we even doing, right? It's so embarrassing. Minecraft is killing Disney so bad that they actually had to shelve their Rapunzel live-action adaptation. They were going to make a reboot, remake, live-action adaptation of Tangled. That had to get shelved for reasons because Snow White was such a monumental failure that Disney was like, I don't know. Maybe we should like put this on ice for now. You know what that probably means, right? We know that probably means that Rapunzel was actually black. That Rapunzel, instead of having nice, long, golden, beautiful hair, was a black woman with long curls of afro hair and giving a lot of texture to climb onto and stuff, like literally like a vine of rock wall or something climbing up that tower, right? But basically, yeah. Let's take a look at the Hollywood Reporter because they're covering this thing as well. Disney's Tangled live-action movie hits the pause button, exclusive. The Greatest Showman helmer Michael Gracie was on board to direct the musically inclined remake of the 2010 animated hit. Rapunzel is rolling back up her hair. Tangled, Disney's live-action reimagining of its 2010 animated film, focused on the brothers' Grimm fairy tale heroine, has been put on a pause, according to studio insiders. The project has been in active development, with The Greatest Showman helmer Michael Gracie on board to direct, and a script by Jennifer Caton Robinson. Thor, Love, and Thunder. Oh my goodness, she's a writer for Love and Thunder. The pause occurs in the wake of the rather underwhelming release of Disney's latest live-action adaptation, Snow White. The movie has grossed only $69 million domestically and $145 million worldwide on a production budget of $270 million. The budget inflated due to the 2023 labor strikes. The film was plagued by controversial headlines from the start due to casting and creative choices, and then in its press tour, due to social media posts from star Rachel Zegler, Snow White didn't fare well with the critics nor audiences, the latter of which have given it a B+ cinema score. It currently only has a 50% on review aggregator Metacritic. It remains uncertain whether Tangled will move forward down the road or undergo a creative rethink. I guess you could say that Disney is tangled in a mess of things. Since the early 2010s, Disney has embarked on a live-action feature strategy that relied heavily on returning to its library and repurposing its old titles. Some of the features worked incredibly well: Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, The Lion King, while others did not. Dumbo, Pete's Dragon. Okay, I'm just going to say this right off the bat. None of those remakes, even the financially successful ones, none of them were good. The only good remake was Cinderella. That was the only good one. And that's because that was made by Kenneth Branagh, the Shakespearean actor and director, an actual true Hollywood visionary, a true Shakespearean visionary. He's not Hollywood, he's British. And so he actually made a good film that was not so garbage like everything else that he put out. Guys, I have to ask, what in the world actually happened to civilization? We used to put out such amazing, amazing films. And now stuff that's amazingly commercially successful is just about 80% slop ever since the pandemic. Almost none of it is good. I think the only good films we've actually seen that have been commercially successful have basically been Tom Cruise films in the last 5 years or so. I can't really think of any other objectively good films which were seriously successful on a large mainstream scale. And I mean, Hollywood has just brought this on themselves, right? We're now living in a post-woke era. The studios are scrambling just to make any money because they have destroyed their reputation as filmmakers, as artists. They've destroyed the reputation of respecting the audience by continuously harassing them and calling them all sorts of names for not liking their stuff. And now they're paying the price for it. They're forced to make nothing but sequels, remakes, prequels, and more because they got nothing else left. They have no original content. They have no creativity left. They're all DEI hires now. They have no talent at all. Now all you're left with is Hollywood trying to pull things together as scarcely as possible. I mean, guys, that Superman movie comes out in July, right? And I really want that to do well. Same with Fantastic Four. But I gotta be honest, the more I hear about those movies, the less excited I actually am. Maybe they'll be decent films, but they're not great. When's the last time we've seen truly great filmmaking? Like I said, Tom Cruise is the only person really bringing it who's left in this industry. And that man's about to age out really, really soon. After this Mission Impossible movie ends, I don't know what he's going to do after this. I want to see good stuff. I want stuff to be good. I don't want to see things fail. I want Hollywood to win. I want films to win. I want the movie theaters to win. I miss the experience of being able to go to a movie theater where there wasn't a bunch of idiots talking half the time loudly on their phones, and people actually got to enjoy an experience, a shared experience of enjoying a piece of art together. What happened to that? Well, I'll tell you what happened to that. The West got freaking corrupted by the same people pushing the messages in every television show and film that you could think of. That's what happened. I mean, Minecraft's success, I guess if, I can't control anyone's feelings. If you want to watch that movie, by all means do so. I refuse to watch that piece of garbage. From what I've heard from people that have seen it, it's just the worst thing they've ever seen. Like, it's absolutely insufferable. But little dumbed down autistic children who don't know any better, they'll probably enjoy this movie. So, you know, if you guys want to watch that, you go ahead. But anyway, guys, that was the video. I don't know when things are going to change. We're in a post-woke era, like I was saying. I hope things turn around. Avengers Doomsday will honestly be the true turning point for the mainstream industry. If that movie does not do well, oh my goodness, the industry is fucked, because that is literally all they have left as far as mainstream IPs that have not been totally desecrated yet beyond recognition. So if they succeed, they have a chance of holding on to their industry. If these next few films coming out, these big films like Superman, Fantastic Four, Avengers, if those things don't do well, if people don't like what they're putting out, well, I think honestly the cinemas are going to have some really, really, really bad experiences in the days ahead. Even worse than COVID, believe it or not. So if you like this video, guys, please consider leaving a like and subscribing. I hope to get more content out for you soon, and I'll see you guys in the next one.